My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Elden Ring. Last time, we slew the giant that was preventing us from getting into this area. We met this character, who I cannot remember the name of at all. Tell them that I love them, and that despite my craven heart, I will be with them soon. You know, I am getting a little bit more performance issue in this area. I'm just going to very quickly go turn the foliage effects down, because that is a lot of what appears to be occurring here. Right, just that? Just that. Ah, fine. We'll play it later. We're not going to be in this area for the entire ep. Loot that. I think I am on the right direction, but I do have to remember, I do have a whole horse. An entire pony. Come on, buddy. You're not ready. You are still not ready. But you might be more inclined to be ready, right? Okay. You know what? Those were all warning shots. Excuse me, no 2v1s. Have you no honor? Ah, never mind. It's not honor they don't have, it's poise. I can get him. Yeah. Sorry, bud. Kaiden trousers? I'll have a look at the moment, but I didn't necessarily like what I was seeing as they were making their way towards me. Let's pop back up on... Whoop. Excuse me. That sounded like a big beastie, but you do not look like a big beastie. I'm led to believe that this means there is some sort of a dungeon-ish in this area, maybe? Or a giant up on that hill. Oh. Big worm. Animated fragments of the ruins? Ooh, living architecture. You love to see it. I mean, look. If the crowd that was complaining about Dark Souls 2 only having dudes in armor are still around by the time of Elden Ring, alright. Animated stones from a building. What's that do for you? A wee bit more of that. A little bit there too. That looks like another stone boy. Well, it was, and unfortunately you self-destruct. Now we know for the future. I'll tell you this. We were never going to know it could self-destruct unless it did. It has to be triangle first. Got it. Ah. Would have assumed that would have been the speed. It's going to take me a while to get familiar with the controls. It just does, especially because I'm trying to play Arceus at the same time, and the confirm and deny prompts for a PS4 controller and the Nintendo Switch controller are the complete opposites of one another, which is absolute hell. If you ever see me open an inventory and then immediately close the same inventory, that's what happened. I got Arceus. Invaded by recusant Henricus. Alright, bud. No. A hard committed to that swing and should not have done so. Okay, so there's a secondary strike on that. I like it. Can I have your weapon? No! Okay, no backstab fishing against player characters. It's just a warning. Their poise isn't incredible, but they can, because they've got that very big heavy weapon. I think what they're doing is just hyper armoring. Is it hyper armor, power armor? Something? It's when you have a heavy weapon and you're already swinging it and your momentum won't let you stop swinging it until it's swung, no matter what your poise is. Or maybe it just enhances your poise. I just can't remember the name for it. I think it's hyper. But yeah, I'm just gonna make sure that I don't try and spam through him attempting to use something that's clearly a hyper armor attack. There we go. Get out of here. Trying to come in here and take my runes. Summoning other players, use a fell calling finger remedy to reveal some signs of players from other world. Gold indicates allies, red are an adversary. The multiplayer session will begin once either type has been summoned. There's the fell calling finger remedy, or one, and the hammer talisman. Oh, is that a talisman that increases your armor when you're attacking with a heavy weapon? I mean, it would read, it would make sense. No way, right? Enhances stamina reducing attacks against blockers. Right, so it's pounding through shields, effectively. I mean, I'm not versing many the fire right now. I don't know, maybe it's the play. Quickly make sure I don't die for taking this. Competitive multiplayer, use a duelist's furled finger to write a red summon sign and you'll be summoned into their world, take the role of an adversary, and then fight them. Yes, not super keen to do that.
All I wanted was to fight. To fight as a warrior. And to last. So why, oh guidance of grace, have you brought me here?
I'm assuming those are the last words. Again, they read too slow. All I wanted to fight, warrior to last. Will this door not open? Right.
Pardon me. I was lost in death.
It's alright, buddy. I'll open it. And you know what? After I open it, I will come back to you and I will say, actually, you loosened it for me. If you didn't do that, I wouldn't have been able to open it. I'll open it and build your ego up at the same time. No one's going crestfallen on my watch. Unless they do. Which I take no responsibility for. Alright, come on. Come on. I don't want to check every single wall for, you know, secrecy. But I do want to check the ones that kind of really feel like it. You know, like this entire area turns out to have nothing in any of these alcoves. Okay, for the moment. Not going to end episode 9 minutes in, don't worry. Do have to remember to get a little bit lower down to the ground if I want to make an approach there. Alright. Looks like nothing on this one. Let's try to go first. Up, go. Nope, that's not... that's not how you run in this game. I'm just gonna check the other side around as well, just in case. It's interesting. Looked like it was a specific shadowy void, as if it could have gone as far in as it could possibly, I guess, geometrically make sense on the map. Or not, I don't know. Maybe this game takes place in non-Euclidean space. I don't want to impose my standards of geometry upon the creativity of others, you know? Far be it from me to tell anyone what direction is left or right without holding my hands, index and thumb perpendicular. Boy, howdy. Does feel like we're supposed to be up on the bridge, right? How do we think we're getting about that? Jitter my way around. Oh! Actually rewarded. Sapphoric grease. It's a consumable item. I'm assuming sapphoric grease. Is that ignite your weapon? Or is it poison your weapon? Coats armament afflicting sleep. Yeah, makes sense. I guess. Flight pinion. So I don't even know if, like, where I just was, the Phantom Invasion area, is even where I was currently being directed by Grace. What are you? What are you? God damn, I'm just going to constantly end up doing this unless I have some overarching direction, such as Grace, to rely on here. I do want to kind of observe the slug's behavior. Of course. They have to have some way to close a gap and a ranged attack. Only makes sense. Smoldering butterfly there. That was just the sound of them disappearing, I guess. Easy slam strikes on those. And then I just need to know, is being in this area... Oh no, I'm just collecting the butterflies that are flying around. Oh, okay. Thought I was getting those from the corpses. Right. Fire, at least at that level on the ground, will not harm us. Good to know. Every single time, I've done that in the wrong order. Every single time. Not one time have I correctly held triangle before I attempted to use the pouch. One of these days, I'll accidentally do it correctly, and then never again. It's important to be aware of your own patterns. Got him. Oh. I mean, fighting from horseback here is just so much safer. Mobility is incredible without even having to have access to the roll. There has to be a weakness to it as well, though, right? Like, the possibility of losing the horse is one weakness to it, certainly. Maybe it's literally just meant to make, like, chump enemies and chump crowds much more tolerable. In terms of its reason for inclusion and design. Alright, I'll be taking this golden a little bit here. I've, you know what? 14 minutes in, all I've done so far is run around and collect. I knew this was going to start happening to me. Let's try and deny the instinct. If I clear out all of the wolves in this area, all of the ones that were being summoned by that, anything special? Like maybe a bigger wolf this time? A wolf that actually has a chance? Oh. Well, you seem important. You're standing up straight. I'm gonna give this one a little bit of a nap. And then stand up. Hey, buddy. Warmaster's Shack.
Not seen you before. Name's Bernahl. Tarnished, just like you. Let me ask you something. Are you here in the lands between to take up the fight? Does your faith in the guidance of grace hold firm, despite the collapse of the Golden Order?
Absolutely.
Yes, you're a Tarnished through and through. Takes me back. But that's a quality needed now more than ever. Any interest in bearing the torch of my battle arts? All I know is the sword. Picked up a fair few tricks in my time, too. Now's the time to pass them on. To a good and proper Tarnished, like you.
Knight Bernahl learns skills. Let's continue to talk with him first.
There's a myriad of battle arts in these lands that I've yet to discover. Mementos of all the warriors who raised their arms in battle. Lost and died. A fine tale, all told, of true chivalric romance. That's how I fell in love with the sword. And the arts of combat. It grants meaning even to falling in battle. To death itself.
Interesting. So here is a vendor for Ashes of War. The item effect is affinities and skills to an armament. Okay, so it's not going to describe what it does. Usable on swords, axes, and hammers. Small and medium swords accepted. Stamp is an upward cut. They're heavy, keen, quality, standard. War Cry, usable on melee armaments, daggers, thrusting swords, and whips accepted. Honestly, I would really like to have War Cry on one of mine at the moment. I guess ultimately I do end up wanting to probably purchase all of these. Usable on shields and torches, no skill in standard. I wonder what value there is in removing the skill from something. Parry, usable on daggers. You can just get your curved sword to just have a parry. Excuse me? Stormblade, usable on swords. Colossal weapons and twin blades accepted. So keen, I'm assuming, you know, it adds dex scaling. Heavy adds strength scaling. Quality adds quality scaling. Quality, sorry, I didn't even define this when I said it last time. Quality in terms of like an RPG build is equivalence of strength and dexterity. Or at least in this instance, we can think of it that way. Parry, standard and standard. I don't know what those are going to do. Maybe they don't affect the affinity. I don't think I'm going to take any of those off of just yet.
Boat, eh? Well, there's no rush. Knowledge of the arts can wait another day.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Well said. Where's... I thought I could talk to Melina from... Oh, I don't even have to talk to Melina to level up anymore, apparently. Okay. I think the Vigor has served us well. I feel like the next time I really care about leveling up strength much is... yeah, like that's 3 more damage on a single strike is what that's become there. Is the next time we see a weapon that we care about being able to wield, making ourselves able to wield it. I could pretty happily pump that endurance. Yeah. We're largely going to be ignoring the mind-based statistics, mind, int, faith. Not arcane, I don't think, because arcane is more tied to resistances and discovery. as far as I've assessed so far. Let's also make sure that I don't lose any more value. Let's use... Can I use all of them? Oh, did I only have one? Or did I use all of them? They gave me very little. I think I may have used all of them. They just gave us very... No, that's item crafting! Every single time. Use... Ah, okay, so use multiple as you selected here. Is that another 2 levels for us or just 1? It's probably 2. I think that one's going to be double bigger for us though. I'm enjoying the increase of the healthy bar. Especially because I'm not... Traditionally at the moment, at least my current plan, I could see a weapon, get enamored with it, and completely change my build. It's entirely possible. But I don't see myself wielding a shield for an overlarge amount of this game. I finally did it correctly. They said it could not be done. Ah, that's the giant over there. I was wondering why I kept hearing giants. It's probably because of giants. Oh my god, there's a lot of them. I'm gonna go on an item run, I think, here. Take that. Someone's gonna teach me how to interact with that in the future, right? Surely. It's either that or I need to bait one of these to go and destroy it itself. Just take that beast liver that you left there. You weren't eating that, were you? It's gonna be like 1 plankton to you. Why are you mad? Oh. Never mind, it was someone else that was mad. That's more than fine then, as long as it's... You are aware that there's a bunch of other enemies in that area as well, bird, right? You know? I feel like no one follows the rules of engagement. Alright, so that's gonna look a little weird. Right? What happened there? My hard drive was full, so I stopped recording, unfortunately, and as soon as I noticed that the recording had stopped, I immediately decided to run away from the fight. So it didn't kill us. We're all in the same position and ready to go back up. And... excuse me. Actually, this might not be the best way to get where I'm going. But I'm ready to make another approach. It's around this way, right? Yeah, so we use this to get into the swamp. And then our position appears to have summoned a Deathbird. But if I can do it without aggroing any of the giants there, that would be incredible. Yeah, okay, so the Deathbird aggroes when I start going for these Sanctuary Stones and Rune Fragments. Makes sense? Ah. Well. Yeah, why are all the animals against me here as well? Does Deathbird have them on the payroll? Jeez. Oh, that's got to be the death status effect that was mentioned in one of the tooltips. I'm just getting a little bit of a gauge of them here. Right, okay, so that's its That's its way of dealing with the castration strategy. It has a kind of down peck and a down slam. Okay, if I stay on the entire backside of it while it's doing that, it will leap. Oh my... Stop! Stop! He's already dead! I don't think I'm going to fight that again immediately. I'm not going to fight it. However, I am going to immediately go back there because I would like to get my souls. And look, there's going to be a full respawn of the sanctuary stones and stuff like that. If that turns out to be an important resource, I'm going to be swimming in it. Excuse me? It has not escaped my notice that we are not being pursued by a death bird right now. It has also not escaped my notice that it was nighttime last time we were here. I cannot help but feel these two are interlinked in a way that makes me very excited. Ability to continue ascending. Thank you. Oh, and absolutely no reason to have done so. Grand. I guess save the unfortunately foggy vista at this point in time. Okay, so again, look at the tower. That didn't feel like a good fall, but nothing appears to have taken damage, so can't complain. Alright, bud. What's on here? Guide and gatekeeper for those returning to the roots. A guide and gatekeeper for those returning to the roots. You know what? I believe. Okay, so what I believed was going to happen there was I was going to walk along an invisible path that was actually bridging the area, but I was going to look like a GD genius, and instead, I learned that fall damage is not as dangerous as I thought it was in this game. A good lesson. Hello, dungeon. The death-touched catacombs. Lost Grace has been discovered. And it is time for us to proceed. Ah, okay, so there is a similar structure that appears to be implied here by the dungeons. So we will not function. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But there's some sort of a dungeon down here, some sort of an ability in the dungeon to open this, and then some sort of mini-boss. I'm down for that. If that's the loot, extremely here for it. It has item. Yeah. Yeah. I was waiting for it to come back. So you only have to double tap them is what's going on there. I figured it was going to be the crueler version, such as in Dark Souls 1, of come back with a weapon that can specifically kill the undead, or become even more of one. It's very much just enforcing some mindfulness about the areas you've already been and the enemies you've already killed. long as we don't dig ourselves in too deep and just patiently wait. I'm sure we'll be fine. That's incredible. So I don't know if you'll have seen what happened there, but usually in games like this, you can tell that something is actually an enemy and not an area of the environment because it won't react in the same way, right? It won't act as if it has like stable body physics on it. It will act as though it has a ragdoll physics set on it, right? As though it's a body, not items. But this, the bones were treated individual. I can't tell you how impressed I am by that. Because it's one of the methodologies of, like, you know, foiling effectively the feeling the game is trying to give you. And they've identified it and gone, we're gonna do the hard thing and make this a lot more difficult. Why am I so excited about it? Why am I you know, blustering about it? Because I can foresee in the future how goddamn fun it is, or will be, to be fooled by that when they actually implement it specifically. Because they implemented it for a reason. Nice. Chunk, chunk, chunk. This is a very fashionable accessory and appurtenance that I am now wearing. Would you like to reward me with another one? No? Okay. Like, you know, there's obvious circumstances, such as, you know, these ones here. Yeah, is that even going to be one? Who knows? This one, probably. Yeah. But look, it interacts. Fine, I won't let them overwhelm me. I'm far too efficiently making my way through them. I'm totally ready for those two behind me to pop up. They will. They absolutely will. Go down. And they're well spaced such that you can do things like that, fight two of them at the same time, put one. Love it. A little bit of the old skimmy. Not for me, but good for thee. Perhaps. See? Learning lessons. Did it. Oh, baby, did I ever know that was gonna happen. All right, whatever, we'll defend this room. Somewhere a heavy door was opened. Hello. Interesting. The next room shows that there's a shiny to collect on the secondary level, but I don't know how I would even make it to that secondary level with what we've currently seen in the map. Which either implies the boss room makes it back around to here, or that there is a secret room, a hidden path, some sort of an illusory passage that I have not identified yet. I'm not gonna, again, not gonna spend too long trying. Human bone shards? Yeah, they are. They're pretty tough. Oh, shard. Oh, right. Sorry. Space in the wrong place. There's no way, right? No? No. It's this one? No, it's this one. Okay, never mind. I tried. I gave it my all, and now we move onwards. I actually cannot deal with them if they stay up there. Yeah. I have no way to infringe upon their existence. And it looks like no way to get back to them either. Oh, small door, small door. That'll be it. Never mind. I mean, sure, I absolutely knew that was going to happen, but I didn't need to stop the ambush because it didn't seem like it was going to be too bad until I started doing the fight, and as it turns out, the ambush was going to be as bad as I am. Man, I'm getting a lot of these grave glovelets. I should really find a way to upgrade Ash. And then upgrade Ash. Really wanted to give that a plunge attack. Oh well. Hey, the second skeleton's actually down here? What? Swing that up. Back up again. Perfect. And that's going to be no flasks back? I assumed I would have gotten all the mob in the area. I mean, maybe there's another around, you know? You know. Did I even collect the item on the top side here yet? I fear I may not have. Yes. The Uchigatana. Ah. I'm thrilled by the idea of doing that. I'm probably not gonna. It's gonna require my dex to be way too high. It's 15? Who even has a skill at 15? Ignore all of the skills that I have at 15. It's important for the point that I'm trying to make. Okay. Oh wait, I do have the ability to just rest up here and then go back down. Perfect. All right, what do we got? 7 minutes left in the old ep? Okay. Okay. We'll see what we can do with this. Let's get endurance up to 16 because I like round numbers. And then give this boss the old wop for. One attempt. Ready? Oh god, it looks big. Oh no, it's not. It's just a big arena. Black Knife Assassin, what's up? There's gonna be some fast attacking. You know what? Oh, no, no, no! Ooh, that second jump back was very stylish. It starts with that much HP. No, this is bait. This isn't even actually the target. If I hit it, it's not gonna take... I thought it wasn't gonna take damage. So interesting. What is the reason for the enemy to have spawned in already having taken a third's worth of damage? Yep. You know what? All of that is my fault. I attempted to use very, very heavy attacks against a fast-moving, like, dex-type assassin. I don't know what I was thinking. Ah, I see. I've been toyed with. Come on, buddy. Come on, have a go with the armor. No. I attempted to guard counter, but I'm not familiar enough to do parrying stuff yet. Yeah, their disengage is very heavy. I need to go for the second swing and then reassess after that if I hit the second swing to commit to the third. Because otherwise I'm just making it way too easy for them. This is exactly how I wanted this fight to go. I cannot. Well, occasionally I feel like I meter the amount I would gush about a thing despite being on camera. Although the typical expectation, I guess, is that someone would, you know, play up their enjoyment of something for the sake of entertainment. I find I don't want it to appear disingenuous, so I keep cutting myself off when otherwise I would happily have spent 10 minutes there just going, oh, it was such, you know? Anyway, time for our first attempt. Hey, you are missing some HP there still, bud. Do definitely want that chest. Okay. Come on. No! Oh, I'm so glad they didn't manage to crit or do like a guard counter break off of that. Come on. Kinda starting to feel the lack of ranged weaponry in my armaments. I'm gonna preemptively drink just in case I get comboed. Yep. I figured it out. You're not, you know, Bloodstone Beast difficult, but you are teaching me the same lesson. You can't just wait for the opening. Create them. No! What's your poise like suddenly? But I was doing that well. Yeah, I don't have the ability to continue controlling you at that point. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, yes. So I had some sort of hyper armor through that, unfortunately. Oh, come on! I'm so ready to immediately claim victory. Oh, I didn't even finish drinking. Never mind. Got him. The Assassin's Crimson Dagger. Oh. It's not an armor? Well, me. It's an Assassin's Crimson Dagger if it's not. I guess it's time to make my way through these. It's not a crafting material. It's not a... Oh, it appears to be a key item. No, that's a whetstone knife. Never mind. Let's really get that shit onto melee armaments. What the... Oh. Critical hits restore HP. It's time to rally. I still dig our current setup. Deathroot. That appears to be a key. Wait, again, I've made my way into the item crafting menu. It'll happen. Key. I'm just laughing. Beast Clergyman, Seek and devour these. Don't know anybody if I ever need any. I will offer it readily. Let's return to the entrance. Because that's one hell of a capstone to our episode, getting us to about 45 minutes. I don't know if it's exactly 45 minutes because of that whole pause in the middle, because of the thing that happened, what with the recording space. I've cleared a lot of space on the drive. So we've got a lot more Elden Ring to continue recording. Until then, though, my name is Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Elden Ring. You can find the series playlist, the best way to watch the series sequentially, up in the top left there. Down below is YouTube's recommendation for what it thinks you should watch next. Streaming past and the names of the the patrons of the Republic, supporting the Republic over on patreon.com/Rhapsody Plays. I report the $10 tier. And a special thanks to this episode to Rawsome.